Okay, so in this video I'm going to show you how to now animate your lower third graphic so that a part of it appears or disappears whilst watching a video. So here you go, as you can see, it plays, the little information appears and then disappears. Yeah, play that again, appears and then give it a bit of time and it disappears. Okay, so what you want to do, let's just get rid of this lower third graphic underneath. I've just got my footage, whatever it might be. I've imported my lower third graphic file into Premiere Pro, click and drag, bringing it onto the timeline now on top. But it's just a static thing, it just stays where it is, nothing's appearing or disappearing. What we've got to do is animate it. We've got to animate what's called a mask. Now a mask is something, well, funnily enough, it's just something that masks your file. We want to mask the James Underwood and Cyclist rectangle part of the graphic. We want to mask it, we want to hide it, and animate the hiding, the appearing, the disappearing of it. Okay, so to do that, what we want to do is make sure you've got lower third logo clicked on, whatever it is in the Premiere Pro timeline. Go into Effect Controls. Now mine's up here. Effect Controls, make sure that's there. Effect Controls, and it's in opacity. Okay, so you've got video effects and then opacity, and then these things here are for you to draw or create a mask. Okay, now because we're going to be hiding a rectangle, it's going to be nice and easy. We want to hide using the rectangle mask tool. Okay, I'm going to click. And oh, scary, suddenly it looks like everything's disappeared. It hasn't. What's actually happened is your lower third graphic has been masked. Okay, and here it is, it's this rectangle. What this basically means is whatever is outside of the rectangle is hidden. Because look, would you look at that, now that we click and drag and bring that mask down, we can see what's inside it. Okay, but we want it to be the opposite. We want it to be so that the logo is shown but the rectangle isn't. Okay, so what I'm going to need to do is first I'm going to need to invert my mask so it's the opposite, it's the other way around, so that what is inside this rectangle will be hidden and everything outside of it will be shown. Okay, so I'm going to click on it, boom. Okay, and now suddenly what is inside the rectangle is hidden and what's outside of it is not. Okay, so what we want to do now is start to animate it so that when the video plays, the mask moves. Okay, just bear with me, like if this is still quite confusing, you'll see as it takes place. Now at the moment, as you can also see, it's feathered, which means that like a part of the mask is blurred. I don't like that, particularly for this where it's quite clean and sharp edges. I want to get rid of that feather. Comes automatically. I'm going to turn that mask feather off. At the moment it's set to 10. I'm going to set it to 0. Now as you can see, the mask is just sharp edged lines. Okay, and also at the moment a part of it is peeking out. It's peering out from behind the mask. I don't want that. I want everything that is in the mask to be hidden. So I'm going to just click and drag on the corners of my mask to hide the rest of it, just to expand it like that. Okay, there we go. And there we go. Everything is hidden inside the mask, but now we've just got to animate it. Okay, so what we want to do is, in Premiere Pro, you've got a toggle animation switch on or off. Okay, we want to animate the mask path. That's like the position of the mask. Okay, so I'm going to turn it on, toggle my animation on. And as you can see, what's happened here is this is another little preview of the timeline. It's like another timeline, but just for that file, just for that thing in Premiere Pro. And it's created what's called a keyframe. This little diamond thing here, that's called a keyframe. And that's you setting the points of your animation. Okay, so at the moment, still nothing's happened because we haven't changed anything. Nothing's moving yet. Okay, so at the moment, this diamond is telling Premiere Pro that that's where the mask path is at the moment. But if I want to like move it maybe a little bit further into the video, I then want the mask to move. Okay, so watch what happens to my keyframe window when I move the mask. Okay, I'm moving it, showing more of the rectangle. Okay, suddenly, boom, a new keyframe has been created. So now, in between those two keyframes, can you see? It's animated. The rectangles are appearing. The mask is moving to show it. Okay, so now I hit the space bar, it plays. There you go. It's animated. And I want to do the same thing now at the other end of this clip, which is I'm going to set a new keyframe point. Okay, from there. Okay, but now I want to move to a little bit further away in the clip. Make sure my mask path is selected, and by this point in the video I want to hide it again. Okay, go back to hiding it. There we go. So now, as you can see, it's gonna hide it again, and there we go. That is it. So play it again from the start. Boof, there we go. It appears, and boof, it disappears. And just know that you can move these keyframes. Like if you want it to be faster or slower, you can move them. I like it quite fast, and at the moment where it appears, it's quite slow. I want it much faster than that. I like it quite a bit faster. So I'm going to move it in like that. There we go. Again, still I prefer it faster. There we go. Okay, the same thing when it disappears. Again, a bit too slow for me. Let me just make sure I'm selected there, zoom in a bit. Close together, like that. There we go. Much quicker. Play that again in full screen, just so we can see. It appears, and then disappears. There we go. And that is how you animate your lower third logo. Do make sure you have a go at doing that in your own one. It's just another thing to demonstrate another set of skills for Unit 3. Okay, let's stop.